Um, Hi, I'm back. Okay, um, yeah, a bit of a rush today to start the stream. I didn't prepare. I didn't have time to prep. Sorry. But yesterday I was working on the decals and a bit of set dressing. I think. Oh, and this wall, I just added the tilt and then just kind of adjusted the amount of small picture frames that shows up. Yeah, and this set dressing here. So I I noticed a small problem yesterday, and I was just trying to post some progress screenshots that kind of have this problem most of the time. But this problem is that the game looks a bit too dark. See all the cool stuff that I added on the floor. So right now I'm gonna just adjust the exposure. Hopefully better. Oh no. Is it 20? 20 is too high. 17 is kind of too. 16 is okay. Yeah, let me keep it at 16 for now. But yes, oh man, but it's also kind of too bright. 15.5. Let me just check how 15 looks. 15.4. 0.4. 15.4. I think this looks better. Still got a bit of stuff here. So another issue is that I guess not a lot of people would notice until I swap it out, is that this is a point light. And so the shadows on the ceiling is not right because of the change of light that I'm using. I mean the light that I changed. So let me just swap this out for maybe a red light. Yeah, I don't know why it goes so far. Uh, okay, it's not even straight. Let me just change this all to 0. Okay, something like this. Yeah, oh, and I made this light like flicker in the dark a little bit through blueprints. But it was my first time in a while since I did blueprints, so that took me a bit of time. Where do I adjust? Oh, okay, bundle angle, bundle length. Okay, let's do the source width, source height. Length. Interesting. I've used this before, but I always kind of gravitated to spotlights a bit. Um, just because they are just seem more natural. Most light is like, even if you make a square light source in real life, they always end up radio. Like the way light works is just radio. So it just looks more natural. But I want to give this a try since this is a game and oh sorry, let me just take a look at, and I think this would just give me better coverage in a game. right now for what it is. Oh, okay, that's not bad. So now I just want to copy these values here, mostly just the color. Yeah, then now I can delete. Alright, bot 2 reference by. Okay, I'm fine with that. Then we just change this to that. Now I should reduce. Honestly, that's pretty solid. We try 0.5, 0.3. I want it bright, just not that bright. 0.2 looks good. So I just want to change this slide, delete that. But lighting in a 3D game really does wonders. Sorry, excuse me. Really does wonders for the art assets. It really, no matter how good your art asset is, if your lighting isn't good, you're not gonna achieve that the realistic look, or any kind of look actually, to be honest. It just ties the game together really well. I think I need to turn bundle and go a bit higher. Let's do 70. Yeah, 70 over there. And we'll take this for reference. Right, like, give it. So, hang on. Because I didn't check whether the stream's running. But yeah, okay, everything looks good. Okay. Sorry, I really came in at a rush today. I was just watching some another guy stream his game, and I lost track of time. And then by the time I realized the time it was kind of like too late. So I just jumped on to the stream. Yeah. Um. Okay. So this actually looks fine now. Uh, the one thing I don't like about this is that the shadow is so harsh, really harsh. So what I can do is we turn out this light a bit more. Right. So in real life, the reason why you don't notice like these harsh lights around is because light bounces into the ceiling, so it doesn't happen that much. But I guess I mean Unreal is pretty well. They do pretty well at lighting. Just sometimes you just gotta play tricks in games to make sure everything works. 350. 350. Mm. Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm overcompensating with how bright this is now. Let me try 0.1. Yeah, 1 does look a lot better. So I'm gonna try it with the blueprint running and we'll see how it looks. Uh, it was good actually. But this side, this wall is a bit too dark. Yeah, the wall's a bit too dark for this to show. So what I want to do, I'm not sure how the length affects. Yeah, I'm not too sure how the length affects the way light the light will work. Maybe it's just for debugging reasons. I'll change it to 370. Oh, it's still too short. Okay, I'm gonna have to move all these together. Oh no. Oh no. It's too out of the way. The spotlight can't reach it. Let me see how big this light radius is. Until there. Honestly, maybe this could work. Okay, let's just run the game again. See how it's lighting bulb. Yeah, now it looks better now. I think you can see more. I just want to do one or two more decals, and I might call it good. Why is this glare? Oh no, what is this? Is it a one-time bug? Oh, you know what? I know what it is. This, I think. Wait, is this the green one? This is the green one. It shouldn't be specular. Advanced, specular scale 0. Um, diffuse scale? No. It doesn't seem to be the reason why. Um, I know this purple red light that's happening every once in a while is due to some lighting bug in Unreal. It happens on Nvidia too. But and Windows Nvidia too. But it's happening even though I'm playing on editor. I'm not sure. I don't think it's still gonna be a problem. When I'm gonna take screenshots of this for my portfolio, I'm probably gonna build up the project and then run like a sorry, excuse me. I just got sorry, that's my allergies. So I just gotta I'm gonna build it and then use like a camera sequence to just run it through, and then I'll record that for my portfolio, take some screenshots, and that's it. Yeah. So one of the things that I wanted to do was here. Let's go find a frame. I want to find a big one, actually, with a person, hopefully. What's this? Am I looking at the wrong side? Do I have a picture of that? Nope. Okay. I'm gonna turn this around. And I'm gonna turn this out. Yeah, so the idea is to to put this painting here, and then maybe some so it like some kid has vandalized the painting with some drawings. Okay, so this one can actually move. Oh, just gotta changing on this axis to 5. Okay, I just want to make sure the decals aren't affecting this painting. So one of the decals will be for this one, where you just doodle onto the picture itself. The other would be here just to replace this eyeball. So let me just pull out GNU in. Oh, wrong one. BD. Okay, just something simple. Um, where's my oil brush? I was just thinking about what to draw. Maybe just a funny face. I think a kid would do. It too. Still using a mouse. Ah, I need white. Black. I can draw the eyes. Um, one red. Yep. Yeah. Alright. I need to erase this. Nice. We just this a bit more. Because this painting is on glass. Let's smudge it a bit more, make it look like paint is dripping, hopefully. Let me use a circle. Oh no, I was gonna sneeze and then it stopped. Oh no, the worst feeling on earth. Actually, after putting out the decals yesterday, the scene has really come together a lot after that. And I've been getting a lot more ideas to what to do in the scene, but a lot of those would have need a lot of research and time investment. So what's gonna happen is I'll probably come back to this even though I have already posted it to on my profile. I'll probably come back to this project and use this as like a base or foundation for other things that I want to do. Like I want to explore Niagara effects more. Oh, and yeah, not much and besides that, but yeah, that's what I've been thinking. There's some like effects that I can pull off. Something like do something gross or maybe some horror effects. That I can add to the scene more. Okay, black again. They're not letting me change it. Why can't I click? Okay. Back to black. Yeah, my Linux experience so far has been pretty good. But yeah, there's just some minor inconveniences like those bugs. Can't really explain why it happens, but it does. But I've been liking it so far. Like how efficient it is and how much more faster I feel, and it's a lot better for the creative process when I don't have to be bogged down bogged down by loading times all the time, and then like my whole flow gets interrupted. It's just so instantaneous every time I want to do something else. What else? Yeah, I miss out M. M. Yeah, I missed out M. What? And one more for the wall. This one I'm gonna use red. Right. Yeah, I'm trying to do a lip. Sexy lip. Um ah, Made it too fat. Then let's reduce the size a little bit more. Then I'll take a bit of a darker one. Too dark. Oh, yeah, putting in too much effort into this. Erase a little bit. Okay, now I'll smudge it up. False. Nice. Yep. Oh, let's erase this a little bit more. Um, Airbrush. Nice. Oops. Down a bit. Just trying to clean it out a bit. Um, and maybe just own it a bit more. Yeah. No, it doesn't work. Not with but maybe it work. Nah, it's not. Maybe it's worth this side to do it. That's all works. Okay, then maybe I'll just use one more word. Let's write something here. Maybe I'll use pink. I'll spell more. M-U-A-T-H? No, I don't remember how to spell. I'll just write the word kiss. It's try to find somewhere to write it that makes it more relevant. Maybe not relevant, but kind of fits the style. And then maybe one heart shape here. One more. The size. Oh, I think that's fine. No, that's not fine. Yeah, that's fine. That looks good. And then I need to dirty this up with a bit of grunge. Size. Up. Opacity. And down. Pulse. Change the angle a bit. Like that. Go to red. Change acrylic. The size. Size some more. The angle. Okay, that looks good. M-N-O. Okay. And now what I want to do is open dolphin. Yeah. Go into my art folder, textures. Oh, whoops, not N again. So it's type. I don't know my alphabets. B and O. Close that. I just want to move this over here. Oh, I need some buffer. Erase it. Oh, yeah. Putting it in between something makes it center better. What is M? Save that. I want to open O. O. Save it all. Whoops. What did I do? Uh-huh. Okay, I'm just trying to make this straighten up here a little bit. Okay. Wanna reduce the size. Okay. It doesn't work. I'm gonna do it like that. Maybe I put it down here. No, this doesn't make sense. I'll just put it like that. Okay. So this one I want to change. I want to put a kiss. Just want to thin this down. Make this bigger. That's good. Alright. Um, Kind of trying to remember what I wanted to do. Trying to pull out my notes. Oh, that's about okay. So what's left is like maybe my second pass of writing, which I already sort of started doing. What I want to adjust some more is maybe around here. This light is super bright. 5. The problem is that I think we do 250 here. Not sure whether I've made it too dark again over here. Not sure. This one here, I think I can make it just a bit bigger. Maybe let's do 400. This one though, maybe I'll increase the fall off a bit more so that I can make it a bit brighter. No, too much. Set it to 0. And then maybe I'll do like 7. Oh, feel too weird. It changes to 1,000, 1,200. I'm looking at this part here actually. So just in case nobody knows what's going on, that's what I'm looking at. Oh, actually if I move it here, it looks a lot better. Makes a lot more sense. Because there's a light source here, right? And then there's no light source here at all. Of course I can fix that by just putting a light source here. But just don't want to. Just don't want to, not stylistically there. And the next thing I want to do is, let me see, there's a light here. Hmm. What? What are these? Yeah, I originally wanted this chandelier. Let me just look at the meshes again. There's a chandelier. We could have a lampshade, but I don't want lampshade. So what I want to do is just give you a reason why there is no light here. Light for this ceiling, and I just want to put this down here. Make it look like it's broken. That. Oh, okay. Next thing I want to do is go to the chandelier, right? This one, and I just want to get my own. Just go here. Let's call it B or N. Change this to that. Change the value to 0. Then it. Right. The next thing I want to check is this material for the wall panels or the wallpaper. Because I want to make my own one. I just want my own model of the wall, and I just wanted to check whether they have all the textures I need, which they do. So I guess to Blender I go. So generally, it should be a pretty simple model because I just want to do some false ceiling. Add mesh plane. Um. Okay, I want to see broken false ceiling and some rough references. I want to do something like this, but that's thinner. Yeah, something like this ceiling here. Yeah. So it shouldn't be too difficult, right? So I just subdivide this. Maybe 3. Oh, this is 2 meters already. So might not need to change it too much. Let's go with maybe half a meter. Okay, about there. And then let's just split it out a little bit more. I know it's not as efficient. Do some cracks. Maybe like that. So you hit go to this. Now we just select all the planes at one, delete the faces, something like that. And then now I just want to subdivide this a little bit more, once more. Okay, I'll accept this. Alright, so usually what I'll do is turn on this. Just kind of oops, wrong axis. Oh, that's not good at all. What's gonna happen is I'm just gonna try to make this as natural of a crack as possible. It doesn't really matter like how the price look, how the parts look, as long as it looks good enough for me. It kind of looks too not crackly enough. Does that make sense? I'm gonna do that. Oh, that'll defeat the purpose. Yeah. We'll do it on axis. Oh, delete faces. Axis again. Yeah, I've never actually done a broken panel before. But I have a feeling it'll work out. I don't want this one. So yeah, I don't want this one. So then, oh, dissolving works so much better actually. This and this merge. Panel. Yep. Hopefully. Okay, I did say that I don't think the quads will matter too much, but this is looking pretty bad. So what's next is I want to take this and then I want to size this down. This here. Resolve this. Resolve that. Try to stretch this out a bit more. Okay, I shouldn't have dissolved the other one. Bring it back. Dissolve this. Dissolve it like this. Okay, it looks horrible. Uh, Move this up. Kind of looks too unorganic, if that makes sense. Or kind of looks so unreal, right? Okay, we'll just do that. We'll E on this. 0 point. What? Wait, no, 0 point. This is by meters, right? So yeah, 0.2. That's 20. That's 2 cm. What's next is I think this is pretty decent, so I'll give it a try. So we hit this. Let's go UV editing, and we just need to hit P. No, the right click project. Oh my god, I don't remember how to do this. Oh, is it use smart UV project? Right. Um, for me, I'll say that's good enough. This one is not in the right folder. Um, documents. Yeah, when I put it in Unreal, yeah, assets, EA, healing. Okay, I export this FBX. I think doesn't matter about that. So now we'll open up. And I never actually done this before. Um, well, I'm sure it'll be fine. I never actually made my own models and then put it into Unreal before. I'm not sure what kind of or just call it 3D. I'm not sure like what kind of files it accepts. Okay, it has some values here. Uh, looks like it's not important for me. Right, we'll agree. Okay, we're almost there. I'm almost there. So I'm gonna go into materials, master material, and create material instance. We'll call it in my out. We'll put this materials folder. Ceiling. And then what I want, have the wallpaper still open? Yeah, I just want to take all the plaster. Diffuse texture. The normal. I've already made, this is like my own, sorry, this is my own um master material that I've already made a while back. ORM, is it? Forgot what does O mean. R means roughness. But I'm not sure. Not sure. Is it AOR? Arum now doesn't require. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna accept this. I'm gonna accept this. EO strength. I'm just adjusting it just so it shows off the details a bit more. Now we've got this. I'm just hoping this works straight up. And I think it does actually. Wow, so easy. So easy to do. Where has Unreal been my whole life? Okay, it's a bit smaller than I expected. But this is just to be here that way. Then we'll expand this out. This one will be. Hmm. Hmm. This part looks a bit wrong, right? Just a little bit wrong. Let me take a look at the. Right, how can it be wrong? Frame. I'm still like a beginner at creating my own 3D assets. Yeah, I can't be wrong. I mean, it can be wrong, but I don't think it's wrong. But the shadows just make it look so bad. You go to disable, disable the strength. Right, I feel like something's really wrong with this. So we'll unwrap this. How do I do this? Hmm. Trying to outline the outside here. Okay. I'm gonna just manually unwrap this file. I'm thinking that it's because the space that these edges are taking up is just too small on the UV. So it needs some intervention to fix it. Now I hit this, we'll unwrap. Uh, cube projection. So I think how do I just unwrap it normally? It looks pretty alright. Take this. Okay. Then we'll take this. Hmm. And uh, let's take this. it really doesn't matter. Gonna take, okay. I'm just gonna take this. Huh? Turn off this. Gonna widen this out. Widen this out. Like that. Let's see how it looks. VX. Dolphin. Oh. Yeah, that looks a lot better. Can't help but feel that this edge is too bright. But that's probably because of some light here, some this one up here. So maybe what I want to do is that way. Uh, a bit more. Um, hmm. I think I just arrived back at the same spot here. Um, okay, I'm gonna go back to the material, turn on AO strength, and then save that. Didn't change much. Um, okay, let's go to fab because I'm kind of lazy. Kind of lazy. I want to see if there's some porcelain bits. Yeah. Just now I saw this. Money. Money for that. Then bit free. Debris. Nope. It scraps. Hmm. Okay, so I think I was thinking like maybe I could add some porcelain debris down here, but there isn't any. But my plans to like cheap out on that not working out. But it's not necessary, to be honest, because like I put down the bricks here and then it doesn't really look like more than just normal debris lying on the floor. You can't really tell that it's bricks. Um, so I'm okay. I didn't search for false ceiling. I think like maybe my laziness just needs to stop. So I'm just gonna I'm just gonna do like a few pieces here. One big corner piece like that. Yeah. One big corner piece. Back modeling. I don't need this one for it. Ceiling 01. Don't need it. Now we need another one. Another plane. Um, let's go to edit mode. Subdivide. Um, solve this. And we sort of have one. Now we just subdivide more. Okay. Then what I want to do is dissolve this. What does it dissolve though? Remove this. Okay. Weird. Mm. Pages. Uh, Maybe I want it to go all the way. Then we dissolve this. And then there's this here. Dissolve it. Delete faces. Face. Face. Not looking so hot right now. Just adjust it a bit. So this side goes up here, right? Okay. So I wanna dissolve this. Wanna delete this. Let's move this back. Faces. Yeah. Ah. Uh. Hold this down. Yeah. Honestly, I don't feel this. I want a really straight break back to connecting with the walls again. Delete this too. Yeah. Okay. Now we do that. 0.02. Save that UV. Oh, we just UV unwrap this. Okay. The smart UV unwrap. I feel like I can just do that. Oops. Hang on. You guys have to select face. Gonna pull this out a bit more. Something like that. Save it. Uh, Ceiling 02. Select that. We'll export this. Yes. Two selected objects. For dolphin. What? That. Ceiling. Yeah. I should have flipped this. Mirror XX. Yeah. Yeah. Can't see too well. Okay. How's that? Okay. Close. Oh wow, that's pretty good. Want to make this go smaller a bit. Okay, I see the issue here. The tone for some reason just doesn't match up. We just let me just turn it on. Right. The plaster tone just doesn't match up. Just saw some sliver or pixels inside. Let's shift that. Yeah, even though this matches with this, I think that just doesn't match up very well. So what I'm gonna do is go into this, hit brightness, tone it down. Oh, turn on this. Actually, I think that's more than enough. We brighten it up just a bit more. Yeah. Maybe one more piece sort of like that. And then I think that's good. I think that's good. Yeah, one more piece sort of like okay, like this. One more mesh, clean, modeling, subdivide. I want it just a bit more like that. Yep. Vertex. Um, on the y-axis, widen this up. Push this down. Don't need these. Then subdivide this a bit more. Okay. This one can go down, go up. I think that's good. And we pull this out 0.02. UV edit. Smart unwrap. So we select this. For this. That's all we need. For the ceiling tree, select it, export, yeah, ceiling tree, open, import, that ceiling, right there, right? Oh, I've covered the trim. Oh no. Okay. Oh, I want to just this out a bit. This. Ooh. The problem is how straight this side's on. Fix that. Didn't notice. Rosy. This. Active element. Active element. Something like that. UV scout. UV unwrap. Smart UV. Hopefully they kept selection here. Save. Port FPX. Ports. Dolphin. In tree. Could have changed it straight away. Wow. It was very obvious that this side is not as bright. More. I think what I have to do. Oh wait, why is there? Oh, I was wondering why there was two. Yeah. Change this to maybe 600, 700. Okay, 3 is too. 4 is okay. Hit play. This one doesn't read too well. Um, this ceiling thing, okay. Yeah, yeah. This piece doesn't read very well. I need to flip this forward like that. Okay. You can still sort of see the hint of a kitchen there, but this piece blocking it. I'm good with that. Okay. Looks good. Pretty happy with this. Weird shadow. What is this shadow? Oh, you know what? Probably this. Yeah. What's this? This is not weird. Another weird shadow. This is an unreal bug. There's definitely some sort of light happening. 700. But what's causing it? Oh, this is causing it? Might have gone too low. Now that I'm using two lights, I think it's okay. Hmm. Let me save this. So now I kind of want to do some dust particles, but I haven't done any Niagara stuff before. But it should be easy. I just need to Google it. Unreal Niagara dust particle. Let's go. 7 minutes. Go. So let me turn on the desktop audio.
Unreal Engine 5 tutorial, and today I'm gonna show you on how to make dust particles using Niagara. It's gonna be a very easy build flow, so let's get started. But first, check out the link in the description to get the description so you can get this one exactly as I have on here. Alright, so now we can go ahead and just close this image. So the first thing that we have to do is create a very simple material for this dust. So go ahead and just select it, right click, and then create material. I'm gonna name this m_dust. And let's go ahead and open this up. And we really don't need to do anything crazy. It is very simple. So what we're going to do is go into the blend mode and put this one into be translucent. And then what we can do is just get the alpha and just place it into opacity. And now you will see that we have the the dust kind of diffuminated around the whole material and nicely blending. Now there's another option, which is to instead do translucent, do mask, and then put this directly into opacity mask. But this leaves a very just, sharp edges, and honestly doesn't look very good. You also have this possibility, but I do Niagara system. So go ahead and right click, go into where was it, Niagara system, and then new system from selected emitters, click on next, and I can go a bit down until you see hanging particles. This is basically the most similar thing to just dust floating in the air that we have by default as a template. So just go ahead and click the plus icon and then say finish. And now we have our Niagara system. So ns_dust. Of course, you can name it whatever you want. Let's go ahead and open this up. So you will see that we have, a Niagara emitter over here system with some particles just hanging around, etc. Now I do have a tutorial on making your first Niagara particle system, so if you want to check that out, I will be linking in the description. But anyways, go ahead, and what we have to do is go ahead and change the sprite renderer to be with our new dust material. So let's go ahead and find our dust. Here it is, and dust. Now you will see that in a few seconds it will start to compile some shaders, and the particles will update to be with our new ones. Now you probably just kind of see them, and you see that now it looks a bit better, like more like dust, but you still kind of don't see it clearly because of the background stuff. So you can just go ahead and save, and just go ahead and drag it into our scene, and you can see that it started appearing. So if I go ahead and press play, you will see that in a few seconds we start to get some particles and some dust floating over here. Now it's a bit hard to notice, and there's a few things that we can do. So first of all, let's quickly go ahead and open our dust material back again, and I'm gonna go ahead and separate this bit. So I'm gonna go ahead and multiply the alpha and then plug this in over here, and right now by 1 it is how it was before, but I can increase this into, for example, 1.3, and now it will be a bit more visible. So you just decrease a bit the alpha, and the opacity is less noticeable by lowering that value, but it is how you want to have it. So I think this looks pretty cool. We can increase it just a bit, maybe 1.45, and this is just how you want it to look like, and etc. But I think like that kind of looks cool. Let's go ahead and just put more particles in our scene. So we can go.
I'm just trying to see if it has any more unique tricks, because all this is quite simple. I mean, I didn't know how to do Niagara, but just for dust it's pretty easy. So let's see if we got any more tricks.
Into the spawn rate, and instead of 50 we can really crank this up into around, I don't know, 500. I may go a bit crazy here, but hey, we want a lot of particles. So let's go ahead and preview this, and now you can see that we have a lot of particles going in, and now they're very noticeable as I basically went ahead and just cranked the number up into a lot, and then also went ahead and made the opacity more visible. So of course you can control these parameters in order to play with your settings. Now another thing that we can do to equilibrate a bit better this large amount of dust particles in the air, we can go into the what was it? It was here, shave location. So right now it's just going ahead and making a box and just spawning them randomly in there. So we can go ahead and increase that size. So instead of 400, maybe 700. 700 and maybe like 500. And now, yes, we have more particles, but now they're more diverse and spread away from each other, and it still looks pretty cool, as you can see. So we can do one more thing, and let's just go ahead and add some more movement into them. Like they're very slow, kind of hanging there. So what we can do is just go into the wind force, and instead of the wind speed being 1 in the x-axis, we can just make it 10, for example. And we can just go ahead and press save and press play. And now you will see that they move a bit more, like faster. Like there's basically more wind and stuff in the air. So you can go ahead and play with the settings to achieve what you want. In this case, you can also change the turbulence mod to get out the cool noise, but I think it looks really good, and I think it's an aspect of dust. It kind of just wiggles and goes in the air and stuff. Change the scale, the frequency. You can put a more force in different axes, like in the set, so it goes up and down. Whatever you want, you can go ahead and experiment with it. So yeah, guys, I'll be leaving this tutorial here. If you found it useful, I would really appreciate you to like the video and subscribe to my channel.
Okay, it wasn't that tough to use. So step 1 is probably to make my own texture here. So GNU. Create new image. This one's probably just needs to. Yeah, I'll just do 512, but might be overkill. 6. I like the colors he has. A bit more neutral. Let's see. A bit. A bit more color. Uh-huh. and just a bit more color. That was kind of nice to me. I wish I had my I wish I had my stylus plugged in. Too lazy. That was nice. Just wanna put more. I want it more saturated. Okay, I think. Oh, why is it like square? Does this look good as does? I don't think so. Wait, let me redo that. I thought those strands in the cell would make it look like strings a bit more, but it didn't really do anything. Oh, then let me change the size. Yeah. Hey, that's pretty easy. And save it in the same place again. Unreal. D DA plus. Four. And we go into dolphin. Uh, Textures. Does. Okay. Then, to be honest, I don't think he did anything special. So we're gonna pull out, go into master material. And plus, the sample, we just need to change this to dust. Set this to can, because I need to change this to translucent. Nice. Then multiply. Do like 3. No, 3 is too high. 1.8. I hope that's okay. Oh, 1.8 is too much. And 3. Okay. Hopefully that doesn't blend in too much to the background. Uh, there you go. Directional burst fountain. Glowing particles. I think that's the one. Hanging particles. That's the one. And that's let me close this. Now it's here. I want to change this dust. Scale color. Don't really need to change color. Nice. Let's do 1.3. Realize lifetime. So what I want to do is make sure that this is already wound up. Infinite loop on rate. Let's do about 500 like him. Meter update. Ah, okay. Random. Hang on, I just need to search. Niagara. What's that? System details. Oh, okay, that's not what I want. Maybe I can find it just. Kill time offset. In Unity, there's something called warm up. It just makes it so that there isn't a point where there's nothing on the screen. I think I saw on his that he was from the video that there was a moment where I needed time to start up. Yeah, I call it start. Oh, I don't see they start up. The search function is broken. Keep original. Okay, you know what? It's not important right now. I'll just that's a lot. Doesn't show the size of the box. So I can tell I need 10 times this. I mean 5 times this. The height needs to be 600. That will be okay. Capture here. A bit low. Okay. Not the particles are a bit brighter than I expected. So what am I gonna do? Let's do some easy math here. multiply 0.5. Wait, 0.8. I still see a lot of it. From 3. I don't see any anymore. It was just that underneath these lights, I was getting some. Okay, I need it to be brighter. 0.3. Too dark. 0.6. Just keep it at 6 first. Yeah, I can see some dust. Right, it doesn't look that good when it's above me. Let me try. Okay, let's just do 4. I'm sure there's a value there. Maybe if I up the ante just a bit more. Or where's the Niagara particle? Increase the number of spawns by maybe twice. Yeah, I can see some here. Maybe if I do like distance calling. The Niagara distance call. Okay, that's not good. Okay. Here's what I'm gonna do. Distance. I'm gonna try to find the distance of the camera right now. Distance call fit node. Oh, wonder what's that. Control Alt for more. That fades from black to white. Right? That can be used. Okay. Something like that. But the thing is that I don't know how close do you have to be to see it. or not. Let's see. This value isn't set. Unreal distance count 8. For one dimensional additional, you might want to consider the number return 1. Distance. Okay, maybe this might not be the function. Well, camera offset. World blend triplanar. Huh. Attach mesh to the camera. Why does it have like normal distance field rendering stage? That's a distance and range to blend from. Nope. Object position. Okay. And then you get the distance node. Okay. We get camera. Camera position. And that should give us the distance. And then we do divide. And it's let's do like maybe 200. So then if it's too far away, it will be 1, right? So max is 1. No, clamp. We need clamp. Yeah, that's correct. Um, 0. Sorry, let me think here. Then we do -1, right? 1 minus. Then we multiply. Easy. It's back. 200 might be too short. Let's try 400. Just apply. We'll see if it's the money. Yeah, 400 is too short. Let's do 1000. Let me set this to something higher. 0.8. I think I saw something move. There it is. They're all here. See them here. Okay, so I just want to adjust so that I don't see any there. 1000 is too high. So let's try 700. Apply. I don't see any. Now I see some. Okay, that works. Yeah. Pretty easy. Try playing again. Do I see any dust? What's this? Oh, preview. In this chandelier, I need to disable shadows. I think it's just not as visible when it's here. I need to turn it to something darker. Maybe I swap it back to 1. Let me change this shadow. Cast shadow. Answer is no. Yeah. A little bit settling, but it's still correct way. Because there's so many light, the shadow would be diffused by all the other light sources. But because this is a game, I don't want to put in too many light sources. Or just to achieve one shadow effect. So I'm just gonna disable it. Not gonna be. I can't see any dust when I'm here though. Why is that? It's everywhere. Yeah, I can't see any dust when I'm here. I think the problem is I see the dust now. The lighting. Oh, I see the dust right in front of me here. Fading away. So I think the darker ones look better. The 2 and 1.4. I think it needs to be in-game camera to see all the dust. That I don't see right now. Oh no. Weird, right? It says camera world position of the mesh. Right. Camera position. It's all the same. That's actor position. That's particle position. Maybe that's the one. That's correct. Yeah, that's the one that's correct. particle position. Now I can see them hopping around. Okay. Interesting. Um, I just want to change back how dark it looks. 0.8. Nice. I want to do more complex stuff with the Niagara system. Eventually, come back to it. Maybe tomorrow. I want to add in some bugs flying around the lights here, and then maybe I'll polish out this portion a bit more. Then we can set up the sequences, and then I think that will be the end of the project. End of like the current phase of the project, just to get it out on my portfolio. I'll look into how this bug to fix this bug too. But yeah, maybe yeah, some flying bugs, maybe like some crawling ones if it's easy enough. And if there's like a mesh for them. But that's it. Thanks for joining me today.